This is Rightly Used with Adam and Karen.
Welcome to episode 41 of Lightly Used with me, one of your hosts, Karen, and the other one ahead of me.
Oh, I'm Barbara this time.
Oh, all right. Barbara too is here with me this week. I've remembered my own name, which is great. Gosh, just trying to think what I've been up to over the last few days. Not an awful lot, although we did have a mild attempt at magnet fishing yesterday, which was fun.
I've got that on video. I will try and edit from start. We get interrupted by a casual passerby.
He was a lovely man. I had a nice chat with him.
I wasn't sure if when he went past, then came back, did he just walk a little bit down the road, then go, I've got to go back and ask them what they're up to? Or I think give the impression that he might have just got to the end of his circuit and came back.
Yeah, or maybe he thought he was heading in the right direction and realised he was going in the wrong direction and just stopped for a chat on the way back. But either way, he was a really nice chap. He said to me, he's like, do you mind if I ask what you're doing? And I was like, I don't mind if you ask at all. He's like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm magnet fishing. He's like, what's that?
So no, change your mind. I do mind if you ask.
Yeah, damn.
Now think about it a bit more.
So obviously I explained I have a magnet on the end of a rope. I'm throwing it into a small stream type area with a bridge over it to see if I can find any metallic treasures. And it's nice to find treasure, and at the same time taking stuff out of the waterways that aren't supposed to be there is good for the environment. And he was like, oh, aren't you a good one? Blah, blah, blah. We stood and chatted for a couple of minutes, and then he went on his merry way. It was nice.
Yeah. And you did get a treasure?
I did. I caught somebody's wish. I caught a 1p piece from 2015, which is in the bucket in the boot of the car.
I have to get the world's smallest picture frame to frame that.
I have got a nice little picture frame in the flat, actually, that it would suit. I'll sit it next to some of my copper work.
Yeah, just put it in some pop to make it nice and shiny.
Yeah.
Frame it.
I mean, it was pretty shiny. It wasn't really that much of a dirty coin, to be honest. It wasn't tarnished. It was still pretty nice.
Yeah, it wasn't too old.
No, only 11 years.
So yeah, we don't know how long it's been underwater as well.
That's
Might
true.
have been preserved.
That's very true. Oh, I suppose I really should start off by correcting myself.
Oh, yeah.
From episode 40. As some of you may suspected that I would be, and I did state at the time, if I am wrong, I will correct myself in the next episode. So, correction. Sumo wrestlers can get married whilst they are actively sumoing.
They don't have to save themselves.
No, they don't have to save
retire.
themselves for retirement. Oh gosh, what's his name now? Kimbo-san, who won the March tournament in Osaka. His daughter is always very concerned for him when he's wrestling because she feels like he doesn't wear enough clothing and he might get cold. So she said at the next tournament, which will be in May, can you put a jumper on, Daddy? Because I'm worried about you, which I thought was very sweet. So sumo wrestlers can get married before retirement. I was incorrect, as I suspected at the time, but I have now corrected myself on that particular item.
I wonder how long will it be before we see the sumo wrestlers in lycra with like the bodysuits, but then full of sponsorship logos.
No.
Some prominent positions on the bum cheeks.
Maybe if it was like over here, I don't think traditional Japanese sumo will ever be infected with advertising in that kind of way. But if it was
Ricky Bobby and Talladega Nights.
Yeah, if it was Europeanized, then I can quite imagine them wearing skin suits with Red Bull sponsorship and all sorts.
I've got a couple of corrections as well.
Are you correcting me or yourself?
Well, it was more your book
My
than
book.
anything.
My
The
book.
quiz book last episode was wrong about the first Prince of Wales. My answer was wrong too, but less wrong. The first person to call himself the Prince of Wales was Owain ap Gruffydd, or Owain Gwynedd, around 1160. Edward was just the first to be appointed by an English king in 1301. Yeah. So there's been plenty of Prince of Wales before Edward.
Yeah.
But my other guess is Llywelyn ap Gruffydd. He was Prince of Wales in 1258 until he died in 1282. And Owain Glyndŵr was the last Welsh-born Prince of Wales, and he claimed the throne in 1400, but seems to have disappeared around 1412.
Oh, he wasn't around for long.
They think he died. Oh, well, sorry, no, that's just when he claimed the throne.
Oh, right, so it wasn't from birth.
Oh, no, he was around long before that.
Oh, okay.
He believed to have died around 1415.
Ah.
Oh, other correction. You handed me a big glass last episode.
I did hand you a big glass last episode.
And I didn't do my shit Bane impression.
He's walking to the shelf to collect the glass, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone else in between.
Oh, crap, I can't remember the line now.
Oh,
now what the fuck is the line?
oh.
It's just now it starts with a silly noise.
It's like,
Oh, you think darkness is your ally?
No, I can't remember.
I mean, there's no point asking me what the line is.
See, I was so gusto to go and bloody grab this thing.
That's ADHD for you.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, moulded by it. When I first saw the light, I was already a man. By then, there's nothing to me but blinding.
Well done.
Close enough.
Fair enough. Well done. Congratulations.
If it's wrong, I'm giving up on doing it.
Clap, clap.
Wasn't worth the wait.
No, but that's okay. You could always edit it out.
No. It's tradition. I've got to do stupefying.
Can I go back to sumo very briefly?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Before I forget, Ayo Nishiki is currently an Ozeki level wrestler, which is pretty high up. I think there might only be like 2 levels above that. Again, I'm probably wrong. Had he won the March tournament or won 10 bouts or more, and the person in second place had won 8 bouts or less, he would have been promoted to whatever the next level is. Yokozuna, maybe. I don't know. Might be making that up. But you said to me, is he now facing relegation? And I was like, no, he'll be mid-table. If he performs as badly in May as he did in March, he will be demoted from Ozeki back down to Maegashira.
Oh, so he might get relegated.
He might get relegated. So he's gone from being the potential fastest improver in professional sumo in terms of ranking in over 100 years, and now he's facing the fastest demise in over 100 years if he performs badly in May. So he's gone from being like, I'm the man, to, fuck.
I don't know how much the pressure there is to maintain being at the top then, though.
I imagine there's quite... I mean, it's a very competitive sport. There's a lot of money involved. I imagine it's...
I also don't know how much celebrating he did after, so...
Yeah, I felt that his performance in March was noticeably different to that of January. I feel like every match he went into, he was a bit frantic. Like, he didn't seem quite as composed, and I think that maybe that's what undid him in his technique in March. But we'll see what happens in May.
Could be the fact that he knows he's got a lot to lose now.
Yeah, and that, it's a lot of pressure. Anyway, I'm done with sumo. Thank you.
Just have a quick clarification. The Gower Peninsula was the UK's first area of outstanding natural beauty. I sort of second-guessed myself and thought, maybe it was Wales. Should have had more confidence in myself. I was right.
You should have more confidence in yourself in general. I think when I was like, I thought it was the Lake District, I think that was the first National Trust park in the UK, not the first outstanding area of natural beauty.
And one final thing for last episode.
Okay.
An addendum.
Ooh.
Corrections, clarifications, and an addendum.
Excellent.
When we're talking about Project Hail Mary and its 12A rating, I forgot to say there is a jump scare.
Yes.
You see it coming a mile off. What you don't expect is the extra loud music sting that goes with it.
Yeah.
Cheap jump scare. You did not earn that.
I don't know. I kind of disagree with you, and it's not because I know the book. I think it worked well because the use of silence in the movie is so well placed. Like, every time Grace is in an area where there wouldn't be silence because there's no air to travel sound waves around.
That's what I mean. That's why it's a cheap shot. Right, you're doing everything with diegetic sound. Everything's within the scene. If it was the thing that made him jump moving,
yeah,
maybe made a noise, or the action of it moving scared him. Okay, that's earned. But just, but hang on, no, that's not even. No, he wouldn't be hearing this. We're with him in that scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I get where you're coming from, and I know TJ mentioned this recently on it might have been the Variety show, where the volume of films compared to the volume of adverts, when you sit through from start to finish, adverts tend to be a lot louder and more invasive than the movies do. But I also really struggle with, I've always really struggled with high volume anything. So being in the cinema for me, even if I'm enjoying myself, audio wise, it's quite a bombardment. So I get where you're coming from with the jump scare, because it went from relative silence or complete silence to the jump scare.
It seems to be much louder than any other noise that happened in the film.
It was excessively loud, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the moment.
I thought it was a cheap shot. Not just because I jumped. A bit because of that, but not just.
It's kind of, I was sort of expecting it to happen, because I knew sort of when the jump scare, there's a jump scare in the book, so there should have been a jump scare in the film, and it's at the right place. So I was...
How did the jump scare work in the book? There's a couple of blank pages and suddenly, boo!
Well, no, I mean, I was listening to it audio-wise.
Oh, yes.
I do audiobooks. I don't actually read books. I'm too slow at actually reading, whereas audiobooks I can consume at a normal human rate. And there is a jump scare in that part of the book. So it needed to be in the film, and it made a point, and it was very funny. And now I've forgotten
in
where
the
I was going
audiobook,
with the point that I was trying to make.
Was there a music bit that came in the book?
No, there's no music.
See, there we go. That feels a bit more earned.
There is a gap. There's a gap in the audio. Like, the silence of the moment is there. You're aware of the silence of the moment. So when the jump scare happens in the book, especially audio wise,
it's describing an action that happens.
Yeah, you really.
There we go. Yeah, I feel that's legit.
Yeah,
because you're putting yourself in the character's position. There's nothing else happening.
Yeah.
If it was a bit with suddenly the radio clicked on and some music. Fair enough. Yeah, but if he hasn't been listening to music or anything in his headsets all this time,
true.
I think music score jump scares don't count.
Fair enough.
That's not earned.
Agree to disagree. Just on that one point.
We yesterday
Last
recorded
night.
our guest appearance on Cthulu and Chill.
We did, with the lovely Matthew and Richard.
It's going to be episode 6. We'll link to them. We'll be on the blog as well, likenews.co.uk. Thank you very, very much for having us. And I gave them the very first Johnny Turnip story I could find on the internet.
That was really fun. I enjoyed that. They seem to enjoy it too. We know Matt is a big fan of the JT stories.
And good luck editing our guest appearance.
Yeah, there was a bit of talking over one another.
There's a lot to cut out.
Sorry in advance.
Most of us, I think, being on the show, be a good place.
It was such a good fun session though. We were on a call for a couple of hours with them, did a couple of quizzes, talked about some news stories, talked a bit about behind the scenes of our show a little bit. It was really good fun, and I really appreciate them making time for us. It was a good laugh.
And find out if we did well or absolutely shite on the quiz when episode 6 comes along.
No spoilers.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Yeah, cheers.
Thank you very much.
What we got coming up on the show?
I didn't know if you had anything else.
No, I'm done. I'm literally the most boring person on the planet at the moment.
Before we go to what's coming up on the show, I have 2 quick things then. I had my smart meters installed finally. I've been putting off getting the engineer around because I've had to cut away at the backboard of my kitchen cupboards to access it because I couldn't lift the countertop off. I don't know how it's fixed on. I put it on there with my dad.
Gorilla Glue?
It's permanently adhered now. No idea how we managed that.
Best built kitchen.
But yeah, it's been several days. I've cleaned the floor and the corner where the guy was there, but it smells faintly of piss since that guy was here.
I did notice a slightly weird whiff in the kitchen yesterday, but I didn't know if it was like a
bins or
a food
drains.
bag, sort of, like where you got your food recycler on the side. I didn't know if it was like a banana skinny type smell, because some foods waiting to go to the recycling bin smell more than others.
Yeah, that's been 4 days now, and I've cleaned the floor. I've sprayed air freshener, several different types of air freshener. I've doused the mop that's in the corner there, so the actual fibre bits of the mop, so it contains the smell. It'll absorb it in there. Still smells.
Any builders out there know of weird smells that come from brickwork?
Should I call and complain and say my kitchen smells a bit pissy since the engineer's been?
I mean, you can. You could just ring them and say, look, I'm not being funny. I mean, I am, but I'm not. Since the meters have been fitted, there's a really strange smell in my kitchen that I don't seem to be able to get rid of. Can someone come and investigate it, please?
I'm sure I'll get an email asking to get feedback sooner or later.
Just ring them.
I'll have a quick rant as well before.
Oh, go on then. Ranty rant.
It annoys the piss out of me anyway, but I've encountered this 3 times this week. Just having a chat in the road. A car will be stopped, usually away from the curb. And then someone will be there standing in the road or leaning into the
passenger seat window or something.
No, on the driver's side. So they're in the road, not talking through the car like you'd expect someone to.
Yeah.
I'll just wind that window down and we can just have a talk by here while you're safely on the pavement. No, I'll come round into the road so I'm up against the driver's side window.
Yeah.
And they're either then, because we're so close, I've got to stand a little bit back so I can see you, so I'm not spitting
Face
in
to
your face.
face.
And all, or it's leaning over, stripper sort of,
Arse
any
out in
business,
the road.
love?
Yeah.
So, yeah, arse out. And, well, now you're taking up even more fucking space.
Yeah, I have noticed that happens a lot on your road.
Yeah, this week, not just in my road, one instance was in my road, but out and about 3 bloody times this week.
In the wild, arses in the road.
The worst one was Wednesday. A car stopped opposite a burger stand, and a lady from the van was in the street talking. Also, where her burger van was, it was in a lay-by.
Right.
You've
Why
got a
didn't they
car
just
park.
pull into the lay-by?
Yeah, you've got an entire car park you could pull into.
Yeah.
And also, no, you go to the stand, not the lady coming out of the stand. If I wanted a burger, she wouldn't come out there with it. And I wouldn't be going, yeah, with onions, please, love. And bring it to the car. No,
Yeah, car delivery.
Just a chat. No money exchanging hands. No, I'll come out and I'll be a danger to myself and others.
People have just got no perception of other people.
Fucking selfish cunts.
Yeah. Do you want to describe the third time that this has happened this week?
Oh, no, they're just generally out and about. But
Okay.
that was the worst one. Well, you specifically have an entire car park you can be pulling into.
Yeah, get the fuck out of the way.
The idea of your business is, Sandra works there. I'll just pull in and chat, not, oh, fancy seeing you here at the place where you work, at your business, where your work is. At the time you're open. What are the I better stop here in the road and have a chat. Not come out to me.
I had not an exact same experience, but a similar experience on Wednesday. I took Rusty Betty out. She's not called Rusty Betty, that's someone else's vehicle. But I took Bertha out for a spin round town because I'd not been outside for about 4 days and it was killing me.
Your new mobility scooter.
Yeah, my new mobility scooter.
New to you.
Yeah, very, very new to me, very old in general. She's a rattly bird. But I thought, we both deserved an outing, especially me, because I've been stuck indoors for a few days. So I went to one of the most accursed places on the planet, Primark. Primani, yeah. Just tootling around as slow as I can, as sensibly as I can on my scooter that's stuck at stupid miles an hour. Have figured if you're just gentle with the speed toggle, it will actually go slower. Just pootling around the shop looking for the jeans. And I needed a couple of pairs of jeans.
Interesting. It's taking you, 3 weeks to work out, I can press the button gently.
Shut up. No, I'd have figured that out already. It's just hard to remember to do. And also, unless you have to go at really minute speeds, you may as well be going at top speed. Otherwise, you're not getting anywhere. What's the point? I might as well walk it and take a week to do what I normally do. It takes a week to do. Anyway, I picked myself up 3 pairs of jeans and was making my way to the till. And there was this group of women. It's always women. Women, you are the worst at this. And you cannot say that you're not. A group of women, 2 of whom had pushchairs with small children in. So there's maybe 5 ladies, 2 pushchairs, stood next to the rack of jeans in the causeway or whatever to get to the tills to pay. So they are blocking off the left, as I'm going towards the tills, they're blocking off the left-hand side of what would be the route to get to the tills.
Bits.
No, before you even get to the zigzaggy bits, just the empty bit that goes through the middle of the shop.
Oh, yeah, the walkway.
Yeah, the walkway. Causeway, walkway.
I wasn't sure if you meant the aisles or the bits, but the end of the aisles.
So in between the aisles. So you're trying to get past the aisles to get to the tills.
main thoroughfares at the end of the shop.
These women in these buggies are blocking the right of way towards the tills. So I'm sat there in my scooter and I'm letting people come away from the tills because the only traffic that can move in the shop is people coming away from the tills because this group of women and their small humans blocking the right of way towards the tills. And I sit there and I tap my fingers and I sit there politely. People go past me, they say thank you, they say sorry, but no one stops to let me through, but they say thank you as they're going past. So I have to wait for a gap in customers coming away from the tills so that I can go and pay for my jeans. Because Otherwise, it's a series of 17,000 point manoeuvres to get around the big chunk of jeans stands that they're next to, that I could go around to get behind them to get to the till. But the amount of manoeuvring I would need to do for that makes it entirely
ridiculous.
Pointless. And Bertha beeps in reverse. I don't know how to make it beep in reverse. It is slightly embarrassing. It bothers me somewhat. I know it's a safety feature. It needs to be there. La, 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 la. But from a Karen perspective, it is ever so slightly embarrassing. In the end, I do get a space in, people come in the opposite way so that I can go around these ladies. And they just don't even look at me. There's no acknowledgement of my existence at all.
Completely oblivious in their own world.
And I'm like, I've heard people say in the past, able-bodied people ignore disabled people, particularly if you're in a wheelchair or you're on a, mobility scooter. You become invisible because those people don't know how to deal with disabled people, which, funnily enough, is almost exactly the same as you deal with able people. You just make a few concessions because they can't do certain things or get to certain places, or things are harder for them than they might be for you.
Or your toes might get run over.
Anything. Because I've been on my feet for my life, and I've only just really recently started using wheels as an aid to get about, it's not something I've ever experienced. And I was just like, wow, people are really fucking rude. People are so rude purely by ignorance. They don't have to say or do anything at all. They just stand there like concreted to the ground. It would have been so easy for those women to take a step to the side, a step forward, a step backwards. They could have moved to the other side of the jeans counter and still have been having the same conversation and not causing an obstruction for anybody. The thing is, people on their feet can weave in and out around people coming in the opposite direction. If you're on wheels, you can't do that. So it was like, well, I'm going to plough through these women, or I'm going to wait. I waited 10 minutes to get to the tills. These women didn't even look at me.
Didn't you shout, "Oh, do you mind making the bedroom? Excuse me."
No, I very nearly got my phone out just for a laugh.
I'll start putting it in forward and reverse. Beep,
Yeah.
beep.
I know. I've been thinking about setting up an Instagram profile for the Battered Rascal, because Bertha is a rascal. She's a rascal V6 sport. I don't think there's anything sporty about her.
Or V6 about her.
Oh, yeah, definitely nothing V6y about her. But I have been considering setting up like a comedy Instagram profile for it. So it will just be videos of me trying to manoeuvre my scooter away from my front door towards the lift, photos of the scooter in random places, and me being dangerous in shops like Primark. I did do a donut very fast in Primark. Everyone and everything survived. It was a deliberate donut. The speed was not deliberate, because I was turning to the right and the go pulley bit is on the right hand side. I'm turning right and pulling the speed right. So I started off slow and then I got faster and faster and faster as I was going around the circle. And I was like, I'm going to die. And there's just this group, there's like two little old ladies stood watching me, absolutely howling. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so dangerous. I need to leave. I need to leave immediately. But yeah, two people who just are obstructive out of ignorance or be deliberately, just don't do it. Like, it's so easy for you to take a step to one side, and it is so hard to take that on the chin.
You know what they can do, though? Go fuck themselves.
Well said.
Coming up on the show today, we've got lightly used news on the way next with Johnny Turnip and friends, the quest to trap and tame a mermaid to make her cry. Tat in the Box?
Yes.
Donations only, I think?
No donation.
Sorry.
I've
Tat
got
only.
Genuine tat, not donation tat.
Tat only, no donations.
And I don't have a box.
And because I've had so little sleep, it's every bloody episode at this point.
It's
We're even
terrible.
recording on a different day. We've had a day off yesterday, and we've still slept like shite. So I'm going to skip over the book as well.
Fair enough.
Plus, you had a really long episode last time, so, you know.
Yeah, you're probably bored of hearing from us by now.
Yeah.
Johnny Turnip?
On the way next. Yeah. It's time for this episode's instalment of Lightly Used News. From the Abergavenny Chronicle on Monday the 7th of October 2024 by reporter Tim Butters. Abergavenny man claims leprechauns are no laughing matter. An Abergavenny man who believes leprechauns are real has told the Chronicle the diminutive supernatural beings of Irish folklore are no laughing matter and they should be taken seriously. It's easy to laugh at people who are small and have facial hair, explained semi-professional paranormal investigator Johnny Turnip. But let me tell you now, it's not all pots of gold and rainbows with these nasty little bastards. What if I told you that leprechauns have the blood of millions of mermaids on their hands? You wouldn't be so quick to dance at jig and call them merry pranksters then, would you? Turnip explained that he uncovered the terrible slaughter and psychopathic brutality that leprechauns were historically responsible for during his quest in Pembrokeshire to find a real-life mermaid. He explained that after a session in Wise Man's Bridge, where Stepside Sammy Jr. revealed that a special seashell that was once sacred to the Kingdom of Mer could be found in Bosherton lily ponds, he set off with Big Tony and Puerto Rico Paul the next morning to restore balance to the world. In theory, once we had the shell, we could summon up a mermaid, make her cry, and use her tears to wake the green man up and get the lazy sod working again, explained Turnip. On the way to Bosherton, we're all juiced and amped up, because once we had the shell of power, things should be fairly straightforward. We had Sammy Jr.'s map and knew exactly where to dig, so it was pretty much game on and game over. Yet, we didn't bank on the bloody leprechauns. Turnip told the Chronicle that after spending a pleasant morning sharing their pork pies with the ducks and arguing that if a remake of the Flash Gordon movie would be a cinematic crime or a turning point for the Gen Z TikTok content creation generation, they decided to get to work. After a few hours, they finally located the exact spot where the shell of power was buried, and Big Tony got busy digging. The Lily Ponds is such a lovely and peaceful spot. We spent many a happy day here in the 1990s with nothing but a ghetto blaster, a bit of Public Enemy and a crate of Stella to pass the time. And it hasn't changed one bit. As me and Puerto Rico Paul watched Big Tony labour like a pit pony in the autumn sunlight, I laid back in the grassy mound, took in the spectacular views and sighed, life is good. We're almost dozed off. After he got about 5 feet down, Big Tony shovel hit an old wooden chest, and we knew then what it was like to be pirates. After a good 5 minutes of roaring, chest bumping and shouting, "Who the man?" at each other, we decided to pull out the chest and have a butcher's. Turnip added, I don't know what we're expecting to find inside, but it wasn't a signed photo of Terry Wogan and a piece of paper that read, "Congratulations, losers! We've got the shell of power, but you can have this. Lots of love, the little folk." "What new madness is this?" roared Big Tony, who was probably suffering from all the exertion mixed with quite a substantial hangover. Before anyone could say anything, a tall undernourished figure wearing what looks like a wizard's cloak, but was in fact one of those god-awful dry robe efforts, appeared from behind a bush.
"What you're dealing with there, boys, is the lunacy of the leprechauns. Tell me, friends,"
said the stranger,
"how much do you know about the stumpy swine?"
"Only what I've learned watching Wizard of Oz and Charlie in the Chocolate Factory," said a panic-looking Paul whose fear of small people has always run deep.
"Munchkins and Oompa Loompas are a different breed,"
said the stranger.
"In many ways, they're just as dangerous, but the real nut jobs are the leprechauns. Why, I've known one to go into a frenzy, jump on an elephant and beat it to death with their pot of bloody gold."
"Who are you, stranger? What business have you got with us?" I cried.
"They call me Naughty Nell of the Pond,"
he said, which wasn't the coolest nickname, particularly because he was wearing a dry robe and kind of reeked of stranger danger.
"As for what business I have with you, I assume you boys be looking for the shell of power."
I nodded and waited for him to elaborate.
"Well, you won't find it here. The leprechauns have it. What's more, there are only a few mermaids left in these parts since they systematically butchered them all as if they were nothing but cod or haddock. The Great Cull, they call it, but it was slaughter, pure and simple."
"Why the hell did they do that for?" asked Big Tony. Naughty Nell eyeballed Tone, perhaps wondering if he was simple as he looked, and said,
"For their scales, big lad. A mermaid or merman's tail is 50% silver or gold. That's a lot of wealth, and if there's one thing these little bastards are above everything else, it's greedy. Centuries ago they came here in their hordes. Everywhere you looked, there were bushy beards, red faces and green hats. They were drunk out of their minds, singing songs tunelessly and fighting one another in a wild frenzy."
Sounds very Hobbiton.
"Sounds like a Pogues concert,"
mused Puerto Rico Paul.
"It's no laughing matter, boy,"
said Nell gravely.
"These mermaid murdering scum turned the sea red with their wickedness. There were thousands of them out there in their weird wooden boats, calling to one another in their high-pitched voices, and harpooning one poor mermaid or merman after another. A few of the merkind escaped and fled to the holy waters surrounding Caldy Island, where the leprechauns were forbidden to venture. But a kingdom crumbled that day, and when the killing was done, the very sea withdrew in disgust from the kingdom of Mer. As you probably know, boys, the underwater kingdom of Mer stretched from Manabia to Tenby, but this part of South Pembrokeshire is now above the waves, because the sea and everything in it remembers the evil that occurred here, and neither tide nor time can redeem or reclaim it.
That's all very well, and it's a sad story, I said. But without the shell of power, how the hell do we summon a mermaid?
We'll have to do things the old-fashioned way,
Said Nell. And what's that? I said.
You have to sail out to sea and woo her with a song.
As soon as he said this, I could see Puerto Rico Paul's eyes light up. The man who performed his Simon Le Bon tribute act for decades in the pubs and clubs of South Wales seized the moment he'd perhaps been waiting his whole life for.
I know a tune,
he whispered hoarsely. And these tales have been compiled into a book by Tim Butters, The Manifest Trials and Tribulations of Johnny Turnip. It's available on Amazon as paperback or Kindle edition, and there's a link on our blog at likelyused.co.uk.
Hey.
So not this.
Tat in the box. Tat in the
Wait, not that anymore.
Aw,
Poor Val.
I feel bad.
You should.
I know.
Put the effort in for me.
I haven't heard from him yet, so maybe he hasn't listened to the last episode. Like I say, it was a beautiful tribute and present and surprise and gift. And I know in particular it made my dad chuckle. So thank you. But I do enjoy singing the jingle.
It's a thanks, but no thanks then.
It's a thanks, and if I've lost my voice, then I feel such a bitch. I'm so mean.
Well, take it away.
Oh, move back a bit. My favourite time. Tat in the box, tat in the box, tat in the box, tat in the box, tat in the box.
Two cars went past. Do you want to start again? Just as you said, it's my favourite time. And
Tat in the box.
Fuck's sake.
Play Valentino for me. Keep that in and play Val.
tat in the box. 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 Tat in the box.
Pew! It's Tat in the box time.
There were only two small cars. I don't know why they were so fucking noisy.
Maybe they had cherry bomb exhausts.
Oh.
Whose turn is it to guess first?
It's your turn to guess first.
Oh, I will scoot forward slightly, close my eyes, and hold my hands out. Scooting done. Eyes closed done. Hands out.
Getting in progress.
Excellent. This is good quality audio.
Tap putting down completed. You can guess.
Am I gonna? Is it one of these things I'm gonna know instantly?
Probably.
It's flat and squarish. It's definitely in a frame. What have you got that's in a frame? Oh,
Magic fingers.
it's definitely a photo frame of some variety with one of those like fold out stands on the back. It's got glass on top of whatever the thing is inside the frame. Does it want to say anything to me? This says it is a photo of a can of baked beans and fork. I don't know what it is. I've genuinely got no idea. It's a photo frame, possibly with something in it.
Yeah. I'll have to give you the point that I can't deny that.
Oh, I'd forgotten you got these.
Oh, I was hoping you had.
What are they? The little what are they?
Batarangs.
Batarang.
The three little Batman logos from an upcycling shop that we went to a couple of weeks ago called Welsh Hat Crafts. Sean Rogers and Adrian Harris, fabric and woodcraft products.
Yeah, and we met Sean when we were there, didn't we? The lady that owns the place.
Yeah, so it's not a charity shop.
No, it is not a charity shop. They upcycle and make new things out of old things. And Adam has picked up this lovely display of batarangs.
So I think they might be made. I think they might be felt.
Oh, let's have a closer look.
Let's try and catch it in the right light. I haven't opened up the frame to see what they're actually made of, but they look hand-cut. There's some little imperfections in there.
I would say they're made of craft foam.
But I might just try and see if I can find some yellow Lego, like the moon, or just a grass field patch with the bumps, and see if I can put that in the back instead of the
yellow Hessian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So a bit
very
Lego
cool. I like it.
And that was £5. I know it's a little bit
Because why
expensive,
not?
but I haven't seen it before. It caught my eye.
And it's an independent business who are
Yeah.
doing good things for the environment and the local community. So why not?
Yeah, that's my piece of tat.
Excellent.
Photos on the blog. Right, my turn to guess.
Shut their peepers, love.
Right.
I'm digging in my pocket because I don't have my box with me. Right.
Yeah, I'm guessing it won't be the largest of items.
Wow, you don't know how big my
Hammer
pocket
space.
is. I didn't tell you what pocket I was fishing into. Right.
Prison pocket.
Otter's pocket. It's on the table in front of you.
Okay. Oh, it's a... Oh, no. I wasn't sure if it was going to be a pen when I was running my fingers down it. It ended a
I
bit...
can see why you thought that.
It ended a bit sooner than I thought.
No, it's not a very large item.
No, it feels like it's made of plastic. It feels like there could be... it's either maybe eyelashes or flowery bits sticking out.
Okay.
Right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or was that 6 little hooks?
I believe it's
Plastic protuberances.
it's 4 protuberances, each with 2 protuberi.
Yeah.
There are 2 small moving parts, one of which you almost had in your hand then. Your thumb is at the top of one of the moving parts.
Oh, I can't make it. Oh, hang on.
They pull out, if that helps. Yes.
All right, there we go. I got it. It's not. It doesn't help, but
Would you like me to do it for you?
there we go. Right,
Ah, well done, sir. Well done.
and it spins around a bit at the bottom. They feel like possibly leaves or could be wings.
Okay.
They're quite two-dimensional, kind of flat pieces of plastic around a central stem with a little thumb groove for something here.
Okay. It's very interesting to see what your mind is telling you compared to what's in your hands.
No, I've got no idea what this is.
Would it help if I told you the thinnest bit is the top and the fattest bit is the bottom?
So it's that way up.
Yes. And if you pull the 2 bits out...
I've lost those 2 fins that stuck in. There we go. Right.
Does that feel any more like
Oh,
anything?
it's going to be Thunderbird 1?
Oh my fuck! Yes, it is!
I was trying to remember the numbers of them. 3 and 1 with the spaceships.
Brilliant! Well done. That's your best guess ever.
Oh, thank you for telling me to go the other way around. I
That's
would
all
never
right.
have guessed it otherwise.
That's all right. So it is a small, maybe 3-inch die cast plus plastics plus rubber Thunderbird 1. The red tip is ever so slightly mangled. I think maybe a small child might have chewed on it at some point.
Or it might have been stored in the box for a long time.
Or it might have been stored in a box for a long time. What does it say on the back of the fins? Tomica, made in Vietnam. This was £3 from the YMCA in Slethley. It was in one of the cabinets, the glass cabinets they keep next to the till, right at the back end of the shop where you pay. I just caught it out of the corner of my eye, and I thought he was really cute. He doesn't stand particularly well on his end, so he lives on his side on my top shelves. But I really rate him. He's
Well,
cool.
those are big cabinets at the end of the shop, so really good eye to spot
Yeah.
a bet. And how much did you say it was?
£3.
Oh, money well spent.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I paid more than I needed to, because when I took it out of the cabinet, there was no price tag on it, but there was a price tag at the bottom of the cabinet that wasn't attached to anything that said £3. So I did the classic thing of this didn't have a tag on it, but there was this loose tag in the cupboard. I don't know if it belongs to it. If it doesn't, charge me what you want. If it does, I'll pay the £3. And she was like, I'll pay the £3.
If you're happy to pay.
Yeah, absolutely. To be
and I've
honest,
not seen another of them.
I'd have paid a £5 for that. It's a nice little objet
Yeah.
d'art. But well guessed. I'm genuinely impressed with your guess. Well done, sir.
Such a fucking nerd.
But also, side note, ties in really well with the very recent Artemis 2 launch toward said moon. Rockets, rockets, rockets everywhere.
Not a drop to drink.
I guess it's time to start our very traditionally very long goodbye.
Well, I think it will be a bit longer this episode after you've pointed out we've had a bag of crisps here for the last 3 episodes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we haven't tried those. Should we try those? Oh, yeah, we'll do it in the outro. Awesome. And to be fair, I will upfront say they are one of my favourite snacks.
I don't think I've ever tried them.
They're brilliant.
What are they again?
They
naughty
are...
tomato flavour. Is it kukuri? I can't see the edge of the bag.
Yeah, kukuri. So Kukure. And naughty tomato flavour corn sticks.
I was going to ask, are they like knickknacks sort of
They are
things?
very much like knickknacks and crunchy Cheetos, but more satisfying. They've got a much nicer texture and crunch, I would say. They're more. They're just more.
Shall we break them open and have some taste?
Let's do it. Hang on. Ambient.
Crinklage.
And the thing I have learnt with these is like you need to rip them down because they don't pull out very well.
It's slightly thicker sounding foil than a regular bag.
Huffage? Snuffage?
That's not our word.
Sniffage.
Oh, it smells a little bit like gone off Tangy Toms.
Oh, it smells so good.
What is the date on those?
The date on these is used by the 2nd of November 2026. They were produced on the 3rd of September 2025. Pick a stick.
Despite the smell, they are still in date.
I can smash a whole bag of these in one go, which is pretty grim when you think about it. Enjoy.
I'm going to try 2.
Double finger.
No.
You're not a fan?
No, they taste as stale as they smell. And the texture is of stale knickknacks. No.
Fair enough. I will say the masala ones are superior to these ones. But yeah, I think the pack I had a bit more crunch than yours.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a micro air gap in your pack. But I'll take those home if you're not going to finish them.
Oh, yeah. I've tried them now. Not going to finish anymore.
They'll be eaten before I get to my front door.
Car snacks.
And I also, last thing I have to say, looking at my telephone, I have no missed calls. I deliberately, for a giggle, and also because it would be nice, entered the Absolute Radio Cash giveaway for Good Friday this week. You text WIN to their text number and they pick a random number and ring someone just after 5 o'clock to say that they've won £750,000. I've got no missed calls. I didn't win, I'm sorry.
Well, it didn't say how long after 5 o'clock.
Just after 5. Literally just after 5.
Oh. Always next time.
Balls.
Thank you very, very much for listening. We're part of the Studio Channel 84 network. Find our fellow shows, The Variety Show, The Untitled Sci-Fi Show, and Who Takes the Socks Off. We're all at channel84.co.uk. Links to our socials and where you can find all our episodes are there. Our bit of the website, likelyused.co.uk, has an episode blog for every single show. There's photos and links to everything we've talked about on there, and links to our socials. We're on the internet, where you are listening to us right now.
That is so true. We are in the ether. We're everywhere around you, in your ears, outside of your ears, behind your ears, in front of your ears. You'll find us everywhere.
Please tell a friend.
Please. And also, we are really desperately trying to push our YouTube channel. We're really trying hard to get some video content out to you guys. We would love to get to the point where we can do some live streaming just for a giggle. Won't be anything serious. There might be a few giveaways, you never know. But if we can get to 50 subscribers...
I think we'll be allowed to do a live stream by YouTube then.
We'll be allowed to do a live stream, and then that will then propel us on to be able to get more subscribers. So please, if you listen to us anywhere, it doesn't matter if you visit YouTube to listen to us or watch any of the videos. There are some on there. They are quite funny. They're basically embarrassing moments. Please subscribe. We would really, really appreciate it. Share us with just one person if you can, or everyone on your socials.
At the moment, we have 14 subscribers.
Oh, we've gone up a couple.
We've gone up 2 since I checked last.
Yeah. I was going to say, I'm sure it was 12 last time I checked.
So that's only double the number of subscribers plus one more that we need. So if all of you tell 14 of your friends, we'll be there in no time.
Two of them might subscribe. But yeah, please, we're really trying to push the YouTube channel. We'd really like to get some visual stuff out there for you because we visit lots of random places. We enjoy our surroundings. We live in a beautiful part of the UK. And we'd really like to bring some of that to you as well. So yeah, head to YouTube and subscribe. Thank you so much.
Cream, get the money.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Adam and Karen have been lightly used. Visit lightlyused.co.uk for more. To get in touch, email pod@lightlyused.co.uk.
Sorry, I can disturb you. I'm just sort of capturing your shit in my garden. It's just looking at me. It's just not scared.
Oh, hello, Adam. Oh, he's gone now.
I'm going to throw a can of pop at it.
It's a very pretty black cat, but yeah, don't want him
That's
pooping
next
in your
door's
front
cat.
garden.
You can shit in its own fucking garden.
No, cats don't do that. They poop in everyone else's.
Well, if I started having a shit in next door's garden, no, I don't do that.
I reckon.
I don't use toilets.
I reckon next door have trained him to come and shit in your garden because they don't like you.
Well, that's one of the reasons I don't like next door. One of the reasons.
One of the many multiple reasons. So yeah, this going back to Thunderbird 1.
This was a Studio Channel 84 network show. To find more, head over to channel84.co.uk now.